What is going on, guys? Jonathan here, aka Crazyshadow 303, here with a brand new video on the channel. Bit of a first for this channel in that it's a full-on news video, football news video, not just for West Bromwich Albion, the team I support, but other news as well. I'm hoping to get a lot more of these out before the next season and even during the next season as well and beyond, wherever, the footballing news takes us. And yeah, I mean, if you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to, I'm not going to say the channel name yet because that's my first bit of news. But hit that bell icon to join my shadow squad and get notified on all new content on the channel. Big future ahead that I am planning for this channel. And yeah, we'll get straight onto it and say that this channel is having a bit of a rebrand. If you've seen my end of season montage, the last video I put out on this channel, and if you watched it right to the end, you'd seen the announcement at the end. And yes, Crazyshadow 303, the previous name of this channel, I'm rebranding it to be more football orientated, both Albion and other clubs, both in England, Scotland, Wales and Europe, and even like internationals like England games and World Cups and all that. And yeah, I mean, I've found it that I'm doing more and more footballing stuff on the YouTube channel, and I've transferred all my gaming operations over to my Twitch channel, Crazyshadow 303. So yeah, the new name for this channel, which will be implemented by the 1st of June. So at the time of this recording, it is now Monday night, and it'll be by Wednesday that this channel is getting renamed to Crazyshadow Talks Football. So it's a lot more football orientated. This is going to be the first video of the new name, and I'm hoping some big things, trying to pull in some more subscribers. I'm at 269 subs now, hoping to get that to 300 by the end of June, to be honest, and obviously got further targets on from there. And as I said, all my gaming content will be on my Twitch channel, Crazyshadow 303. I'm hoping to get to 250 followers on my Twitch channel by the end of June as well. So my targets are 300 YouTube subscribers and 250 Twitch followers. I've also got my Twitter account as well. That hasn't changed, at Crazyshadow 303. So yeah, I've got new name, new logo, new branding. So the channel banner is going to be changed by Wednesday, and I've also rearranged the this channel's homepage, and I've grouped all the previous seasons playlist, all my previous match vlogs, and everything like that into one group, as well as all my non-football content that I've done over the years since creating this channel. So like all my previous gaming content, that's all in a section of its own called non-football content. I've also listed a few other YouTube channels. Some of the channels, their creators I know personally, others I just love watching their content, and also I've grouped them with football content creators and non-football content creators. So I've got all that sorted out on the homepage. Just done a little bit of a spring cleaning, if you will, of the channel. But yeah, the channel is getting rebranded to Crazyshadow Talks Football. And on that, I will be obviously talking West Bromwich Albion, the team I support, continuing with those match vlogs and match reviews into next season when we, start another promotion campaign in the EFL Championship. But also, any big transfer news like transfer deadline day, I'm hoping to get some content out on that, not just for Albion but for other clubs. Some Champions League news, some Europa League news, Premier League news, you know, even if there's like something going on in Bundesliga or League One, French League One, then of course, you know, I will be hoping to cover as much of that as I can. So it's not just going to be Albion related, this channel now, like it has been previously, because all I did really was West Bromwich Albion match reviews, match vlogs, and, you know, West Bromwich Albion transfer news and rumours. I'm going to be trying to cover as much of that as I can. Any big signings to a top Premier League team, I'm hoping to cover that as well, you know. And yeah, speaking of transfers, next bit of news. This is West Bromwich Albion related, in that we've given new contracts to Jason Malumbi, David Button, Semi Ajayi and Alex Palmer. Now, those really, they were good players in what was a particularly poor Albion side last season. David Button, Alex Palmer, both goalkeepers. Of course, we're getting, you know, we're getting rid of another of our goalkeepers, who I'll come to in just a moment. But yeah, David Button did well the latter part of last season. Alex Palmer will have a chance as well to show what he's capable of. And also Jason Malumbi, not a bad player, it's got to be said, to be honest. Semi Ajayi, one of our better defenders. He has had his moments where he's given the ball away and a bit of miscommunication, which he does need to work on. But yeah, Jason Malumbi, David Button, Semi Ajayi, Alex Palmer, new contracts for them, and, you know, keeping them on into next season and beyond. And, you know, that's really good for us to be tying them down to contracts, to be honest. We've also made our first signing of this transfer window. John Swift from Reading has been confirmed to be a Baggies player from the 2022-23 season onwards. He bagged 11 goals last season, all of them in the Sky Bet Championship. He was their top scorer for Reading, which, considering where Reading finished last season, near the bottom, you know, 11 goals. He was a decent player for them, given like the rest of their team and basically like how they've ended the season. You know, they've just survived relegation. So yeah, he scored 8 times out of those 11 goals. He scored 8 times before the end of October, including 3 of his first 4 appearances for Reading. So yeah, he comes out strongly at the start of the season, but then he kind of peters out towards the end. Hopefully that won't be the case when he plays for the Albion. Hopefully we'll get, you know, a decent supply into him so that he can bang in loads of goals for us, because if there was one thing we were lacking last season, it was goals, and it was a proven goal scorer as well. So John Swift confirmed as a Baggies player, signed from Reading. So yeah, he was Reading's top goal scorer, and yeah, good luck to John Swift. In terms of transfers out of West Bromwich Albion, the obvious one, Andy Carroll. You know, it was clear as day that he wasn't going to be continuing on as a West Bromwich Albion player. So good luck to Andy Carroll. We are not going to be re-signing Romain Sawyers. He was on loan last season to Stoke. His final stint as a Baggies player was the season before, when we was in the Premier League. And yeah, so good luck to Romain Sawyers as well. And the important one that is being transferred out, and it has been confirmed, and this is a surprise where he's gone. Not a surprise that he's left West Bromwich Albion, but it's where he's gone that has been the big surprise, because Sam Johnstone has played goalkeeper for England, you know, and, you know, you was expecting big things from Sam Johnstone, to be honest, regardless of where he went. And yeah, he's gone to Crystal Palace. Now, I was hearing links with Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur and even Newcastle United for a point. But in the end, he's going to join Patrick Vieira's team at Crystal Palace. I don't know if that's going to be the right move for him, to be honest, going to Crystal Palace. I mean, when you look at Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur, they've already got established goalkeepers, world-class goalkeepers in David De Gea and Hugo Lloris. So maybe he didn't want to be sitting on the bench for most of the games. But yeah, I mean, Crystal Palace, Patrick Vieira, might be a great signing for Crystal Palace, and we'll see how he gets on in the Premier League next season. A few youngsters leaving West Bromwich Albion: Jamie Soule, Orio Teixeira, Daniel Agoma. They're leaving. Unfortunately, they're leaving the club. Wish them well. But we've offered new contracts to Ted Can, as well as the under-18 players Josh Shaw, Samuel Okada, Reece Hall, and the most important one in my opinion, Reece Cleary. We have tied down Reece Cleary to a contract because I was watching the under-23s and Reece Cleary was phenomenal last season for the under-23s. So I'm really glad we've managed to tie him down to a contract at the Albion, because he is going to be a huge prospect in the future for us, if we can get him, in the form that he was last season. And, some of these youngsters, they won the Premier League Cup recently as well. So, this is really, really good for the Albion to be tying players like that down to new contracts, especially Reece Cleary. What are your thoughts and opinions on the transfers into Albion and transfers out, guys? Let me know in the comments below, because this is really big for the Albion. It's important we have a decent transfer window if we're going to have any hopes of being in the promotion mix for next season. And yeah, that's it for the Albion related content. On to the Championship playoff final. Huddersfield Town 0, Nottingham Forest 1. An own goal is what sealed it. Very unlucky for Huddersfield. They've played well all season. They finished third in the table. Nottingham Forest, again, played well. Start of the season, they were bottom. So, that has been a really big, incline for Nottingham Forest, and all credit to them. From being bottom, like first few games, to getting promoted to the Premier League. They finished fourth in the table, right behind Huddersfield. But it was an own goal that sealed it. Congratulations to Nottingham Forest. Good luck in the Premier League. And yeah, we'll be facing Huddersfield Town again next season, as they were the losing playoff finalists. And yeah, so that means now that we now know the 24 teams in next season's Championship. And it is going to, looking at the teams that are in there, it's going to be another tough season for West Bromwich Albion, because you've got the likes of Burnley, Watford and Norwich that have come down from the Premier League. You've got Sunderland and Wigan, they've come up from League One, Rotherham as well. And of course, Huddersfield are still in. You've got Middlesbrough, you've got Swansea, you've got Cardiff, you've got Blackpool, you've got Luton. So it's really going to be a tough season for us. But I have faith. I have faith. Like I said, with a good transfer window, it's really going to be interesting to see how next season's Championship season pans out. So yeah, congratulations to Nottingham Forest. Good luck in the Premier League. Commiserations to Huddersfield, but see you next season, Huddersfield fans. And then we go on to the Champions League final. Now, I'm going to end on this with some serious notes. It's got to be said. The game itself, Liverpool, they were hammering on the door, could not find a breakthrough, and Real Madrid pretty much sucker punched them, in my opinion, and scored the goal. Vinicius with the goal. And it finished Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. Real Madrid 14-time Champions League winners. And yeah, congratulations to Real Madrid, commiserations to Liverpool. What could have potentially been a quadruple has only turned into a double. Their Carabao Cup and their FA Cup wins, losing the Premier League by a single point to Manchester City. and then obviously losing the Champions League to Real Madrid. So commiserations to Liverpool fans. I do know some Liverpool fans on a personal note, so yeah, commiserations to them. But now the elephant in the room. All the trouble that happened outside the stadium, the kickoff was delayed. And this is where I'm going to go on a bit of a rant, guys, because the French authorities have blamed the Liverpool fans, and they're blaming fake tickets and everything like that. Does that justify French police pepper spraying Liverpool fans? Genuine Liverpool fans who had genuine tickets, who wanted to go and see their team compete in the Champions League final. I mean, obviously, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but it's got to be said. And, you know, I've seen pictures of the locals from the Stade de France area jumping the gates and running, you know, dodging security and everything, you know, and they didn't have tickets. And it's really annoying that the French authorities seem to be blaming the Liverpool fans. You know, Real Madrid fans had no problems until after the game, where it's reported that local gangs were, you know, robbing people, Real Madrid fans and Liverpool fans alike. So, you know, come on. French people need to look at themselves for that. French authorities need to look at themselves for that. Can't just be blaming Liverpool fans for that. And they were saying like 30,000 to 40,000 extra Liverpool fans trying to get in without tickets. British media today has called French authorities out on that, saying if there were truly 40,000 extra people, then surely we would have noticed. And, you know, that's my take on it. And, you know, it was poor organisation from UEFA. It's got to be said. And I think the same happened at the Europa League with Frankfurt and Rangers. Not as big a scale as what happened with the Champions League final, but, you know, it's poor on UEFA and the French authorities to just be blaming Liverpool fans for that. And yeah, that's my personal opinion on that. So yeah, guys, that is it for the first news video on the brand new channel, Crazyshadow Talks Football. And yeah, all the rebranding will be done by Wednesday, by the 1st of June. And as I said, I'm hoping to get to 300 subscribers on this channel, and also 250 followers on my Twitch channel, Crazyshadow 303. So if you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to Crazyshadow Talks Football if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to join my Shadow Squad and get notified on all new content on the channel. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping to be bringing more of these out, maybe not on a daily basis, more like on a weekly basis. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.